Hold on, let me see something here. Okay. Hopefully it okay. All right. I just want to make sure I was up. Because sometimes a lot of times I go back and play the video. I've been spending um a couple of hours just trying to making sure that uh I study the context, that I study the context to the Bible, and different things, because a lot of people, when you're talking to people on things, when it comes to things being pointed out in black and white, a lot of people is not going to receive it. It's hard because they're gonna always try to find a leeway. And I just been looking at different biblical things, mainly about our heritage. We as a people of color, you know. And if hold on, wait a minute, let me see if I can hear myself. Make sure I'm just not on mute. We okay, this channel. Okay, this is we as a people of color are Hebrew Israelites. Okay, that's on my other. I changed the name. I changed it from African, and I put uh that because Africa was named after two white men. Let me see if I can hear myself. And I put that because Africa was named after two. Okay. Yeah, I can hear myself, so I can go back on my. Oops. All right, just give me a second, people. So I'm not going to really hold the video out too long. I'm just going to I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and talk about some a lot of other things. But I read some scriptures, and the title of the study guide I was reading is called "The Ultimate Deliverance." It's talking about deliverance, and I went to from Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 24 and 25, and I went to Revelation chapter 20 and read verse 1, where they all coincide together. It was talking about how the Most High, the Most High would come back here. I haven't read all the context yet, but when I do put some more context together, because I don't like to just read across stuff and not give you a full understanding of what it's talking about, you know. And so that's what I'm spending my time doing right now, trying to dig up and make sure when I pull information up and when I talk to people, I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. You got to know what you're talking about because people don't mind using anything they can is to trip you up when you're talking to them. And our people has been in us so long in a docile state of mind until they'll do it in a heartbeat. You see what I'm saying? But when it talks about, let me try to see if I can say this, and because a lot of people we have a misconception of who the devil is. The devil is the so-called white man, and when you look at Revelation chapter 20, it's talking about that how the devil will be chained up in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years, right? Now, that is simply talking about the Edomites, that we will have rulership over them. They won't have nobody they won't be able to tempt us because we will have rulership over them. You know what I'm saying? See, the difference between this so-called system of white folks, see, they rule in the world. The so-called white man, the Edomites, is ruling the world in wickedness. But see, we're gonna rule it in righteousness. That's the only difference. And there are many scriptures in the Bible that talks about their future punishment and their future judgment. You can find it also in Psalms 137 verse 7, where in verse 8, where it talks about how when they took our babies and fed our babies to alligators and all that kind of stuff, burnt our churches, burnt the crosses and all that kind of stuff, shot water holes on us and killed us and shot a lot of our people. I mean, not killed them, but killed a lot of our people in the streets and stuff. They got to pay for the iniquity of their forefathers. And so his second coming is only when let me give you a scripture in Psalms 37, and I think it's verses 37 or 21 of them. It says the meek shall inherit the earth. Who was meek in the Bible? According to Numbers chapter 12 and verse 1, the Most High said that Moses was a very meek man. He was the meekest man. Meek means is he was humble and he was very considerate. He was respectful. He was a real godly man. He looked out for other people. That's what meek was, you know. And so it was only dealing with the children of Israel. You know what I mean? So take those things that I have said, and I will bring you more information once I'm done looking up the information. And I'll see you all in the next slide. Peace and love to my people of color, and I'm out.